Hey Brick Bloggeteers, Will here, and today we're going to look at an upcoming new BrickHead, which I was not expecting at all. Now, over the years, we've seen a lot of different cultural and holiday seasonal BrickHeads, like the Statue of Liberty, Dragon Dance Guy, Lucky Cat, Panda, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. So it was very interesting to see a brand new culture get some representation. This is set 40492, La Catrina. This is to celebrate, of course, Dia de los Muertos over in Mexico, a celebration in which they give honor and remember their ancestors. Now, La Catrina has become sort of a mascot for the holiday with her very colorful dress, the flowers up around her hat, and normally, the makeup on her face. Normally the hat also includes a number of feathers. So that's one thing they chose not to recreate here is the feathers, but they did do a fairly good job with the flowers. The story behind La Catrina is multifaceted. They always had a concept of a goddess of death that issued people into their afterlife. And she was a benevolent goddess that met you at your point of departure. At the early 1900s, an artist by the name of Jose Posada had a political cartoon in which there was a lot of people dressing up fancy like Europeans, hence the fancy dress and the fancy hat with flowers, but they weren't embracing themselves. So his take on that was to dress them up, but present them as skeletons, because in the end, we'll all end up being skeletons. That was his political take. That became a regular thing in the culture of Mexico. Well, later in the 1940s, an artist by the name of Diego Rivera made a big mural representing and celebrating Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. And in that piece, he had La Catrina acting as the goddess of death, holding a young version of himself. And this mural became very, very popular, and you can go see it today. I want to say it's in Mexico City, but anytime you look up Diego Rivera, you can actually find his work of La Catrina. Ever since he did that, La Catrina has shown up in pretty much everywhere they celebrate Day of the Dead, because throughout Mexico, different areas will have different bits and cultures in how they actually celebrate the several-day event, which is usually in the beginning of November. But one thing that is fairly common is to see La Catrina showing up. In fact, you have a lot of women that will dress up and have similar type of makeup, so they're basically dressing up like La Catrina. Now, this is not a Halloween anything. This is its own thing, so don't get that mixed up, even though they're really close together date-wise in the calendar. I absolutely love it when they create a BrickHead with a dress, because they can actually do more things with the bottom hem, like the split skirt at the very bottom, the layered look of which slopes they use. And then you got a couple of printed elements here. You've got on the face, that tile is printed, as well as the top brick of her dress to do the neckline. Other than that, all the colors are very vibrant, very lovely to have in an easy package. And since this is not an expanded seasonal set, it's also going to be a cheaper one at $10. So definitely recommend picking this one up. La Catrina, set 40492.